So you're traveling abroad soon. In fact, you've packed your bags. It's just hold on, just calm down. Are you sure you packed the right things? Are you sure you've not packed the wrong things? So in this video, I'm going to be highlighting things that you should avoid packing when you're traveling abroad, especially if you're coming to the UK, Canada, Australia, or anywhere else. These are essential things that you should avoid packing if you don't want to get into trouble. Hello, so if this is your first time on my channel, welcome. My name is Dami and I'm an international student here in the UK. If you're a returning subscriber, you already know how we do it here. I love you. Thank you for always coming back to this channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing something really important. Like, I've had questions from quite a number of students coming in January 2025. They've asked me, what do I think they can pack? What shouldn't they pack? And stuff like that. I remember when I was moving to the UK, also I had that burning question in me that, am I sure I'm packing the right things? What are the things I should pack? What are the things I should not pack? Which is why I'm actually doing this video, so that you can have an understanding or an insight of what you should pack and what you shouldn't pack. So if that interests you, do what to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get right into the video. So let's talk about the prohibited items that you are not allowed to travel with. Number one on my list is liquids. Sometimes we want to travel with our perfumes, our roll-ons, liquid items, things like this, you want to travel with them because you feel like, oh, they're your essential things and you need to travel with them. Anything that is more than 100 ml is prohibited and it will be removed from your luggage. So what's the point? If you have an expensive perfume and it's over 100 ml, please just leave it at home or dash somebody or sell it, because they're going to dispose it in your presence and you will be so hot, you want to cry, but you will not see that tears. So even if you're thinking you're going to put it in your carry-on bags, once it's more than 100 ml, they will not allow you to take it. For anything less than that, you can always put it in your carry-on bag. And let me quickly give an analogy of what the bags looks like, because some people don't really know what to pack. So when you're buying your ticket, they're going to tell you that you're entitled to 2 23 kgs and then a carry-on that has your personal items and then an hand luggage. So depending on the airline you're using, I think some airline uses 23 kg, some depending on maybe first class or whatever. But I think on an average, most airlines will give you 23 kg, 2 23 kgs, 1 8 kg carry-on. I think some airline gives you 10 kg, but and on an average, most airlines give you 8 kg, and then your carry-on, which is your handbag or your backpack that has your personal items like your laptop, your phones, your wallet, your documents. You get that's your personal item bag. So your hand luggage, you can use that to carry maybe some other clothes, some other items, but it shouldn't be more than 8 kg. So all of these bags has their required sizing, which is where a lot of people make mistakes. So I'm going to attach some few pictures here so you can understand, because when I was traveling, I traveled with Turkish, so I had to go to their website to read a lot of things, because I don't want anything that has to do with stress at the airports, paying for extra things. I didn't want to even hear it, so I had to do that research. So if you, whatever airline you're using, just go to their website. All the information you require is there, down to the sizes of the bags. So if you think it's just 23 kg, you can use a very long bag as long as 23 kg. You're wrong, because sometimes the sizing of the bag actually matters, especially your hand luggage, because it has to be able to fit into the overhead carriage in the plane. So if it doesn't fit, they will not allow you to take it in. So I'm going to put the dimensions of the bag so you can just check the airline in case you're not using Turkish airline, so that you're sure of what you're carrying. So I digress. Okay, so before we get into the details of everything, let me quickly talk to you guys about accommodations abroad, especially in the UK, Canada, Australia, anywhere you're moving to and you're looking for a student accommodation. Let me plug you into the best plug ever. If you're a returning subscriber on this channel, you already know the struggles I went through in terms of getting an accommodation. It took me a lot of energy, mentally, emotionally, physically, psychologically, anything. So this is where Amber comes in. Amber is a reliable platform that actually provides you with student accommodation anywhere you're traveling to. Yes. So, and the good thing is you can actually book your accommodation from your own country, Nigeria, Ghana, wherever you're coming from. You don't have to wait till you get to the UK, Canada, wherever you're going before you're able to access your accommodation. So what you need to do is click the link in the description bar of this video and get personalized assistance from Amber. Somebody's going to get you that's your dream accommodation that is affordable. Yes, very affordable. You're not going to be worried about falling into the hands of scammers, getting an accommodation that doesn't even suit you, accommodation that is overly expensive. With Amber, you're sure that you're going to be getting bills inclusive accommodation that is close to your university, that your security is actually guaranteed, because that's like the main thing when you're looking for an accommodation, somewhere that you feel like you are at home, and that's why you should trust Amber. So once you fill the link, the form on the link attached to this video, a specialist is going to reach out to you, and Amber specialist is going to reach out to you to get full details of your preference. So they're going to work with you. They're going to give exactly what you're looking for, so you don't have to worry about where to stay, especially if you're moving to the UK or you're traveling soon. Not only in the UK, Amber is in Canada. Whatever you want to study, you surely see an accommodation from Amber. So plug in and don't even try to do these things yourself or walk around. It will not end well. Take it from me first. So back to the prohibited items now. Another item that you shouldn't even put in your bag, either your hand luggage or your carry-on or your check-in bag or whatever, is sharp objects. We ladies, we tend to carry maybe razor blade, scissors, maybe you want to use it to cut your hair or whatever. In fact, those nail cutters, all those things that are sharp, once they see it, they will throw it away. So you don't need, even if you don't need to, just leave it somewhere else, because they're going to check your bags. There's no how you want to do it. Your bags are going to be searched. So just avoid those things and avoid stress at the airport, so that they don't even delay you, or you don't have to be repacking your bags. That thing is a lot of stress. So another thing is flammable items like lighters, body sprays, anything that has can, they write it there, flammable, fleet, all those things, insecticides. Please leave them at home because they're flammable. Once they are found, they will discuss them. In fact, they don't even need to check your bag. They have like scanning machines that once you put your bag into it, it's literally scan everything in your bag. Because I remember when I was traveling one time, and there was somebody that was in front of me, like a woman, an elderly woman, and then she had some bottles in her bag. Even me, I was shocked, because when they passed the bag, I was the one like behind her. I passed my bag, and then the lady at the counter was like, "Why do you have bottles in your bag?" I'm like, "What to have? I don't have bottles." So the officer behind me was like, "The bag's not for me, for the other lady." So they had to call her back that she has bottles in her bag and she had to bring them out. So she said, it's all these Shina bottles, like drink bottles that she was going to give her father or something like that. They had discard, like everything was removed. So you have to avoid things like that. And then fresh food like meat, processed meat, veggies, and some other things like that. Especially in the UK, there's some EU regulations regarding food, raw food items, dairy products, and all that. So I'm going to put a screenshot of the regulations there. You can just read it up to be sure that you're not carrying contraband or things that will get you into trouble. Because these things are just normal things. Once you carry food, you have to be sure of the food items you're carrying, and you have to also check if they are eligible or it's not something that is prohibited in the country you're traveling to. Because I know I've read that thing on the UKVI website about meat, things like that, because they feel like they're contaminated and you're bringing diseases into their country, and they can be, how those people can be. They can start reading all those rules and acts and listening to you, and you'll be wondering, like, what have I done? It's not just meat. So yeah, you have to check that out. And again, if you're traveling, like I said earlier, you only have access to 23 kgs, only if you're traveling like first class, maybe you have more luggage, or you want to buy extra luggage or whatever. If you're that kind of person that you don't even want to buy any extra, you just want to carry it, so in 3 kgs, go to wherever you're going and have peace of mind. Then I would advise you not to buy bulky items, like things that are going to like occupy space in your bag. Things like duvet, big towels, winter jacket, all those things. Once you put like 2, your bag is already like filled. You don't even have space for any other thing. If you come here, especially if you're a student, you're going to see all those things. Like you're going to buy them here. There are a lot of stores where you can get them like at cheap price as a student, and then you can get at charity stores, especially all those winter jackets, all those things that you're buying from Nigeria. If winter catch you, if correct cold catch you, all those jackets, please use your space to carry something else. If you can just buy one, it's fine. Not like you're buying 5, 6, and you're building your box with just winter jackets. That is everywhere here. You see a lot of jackets, Primark, that are affordable and all that. So please use your space to carry something else. And then cookwares, like I've seen people traveling with cookwares like pots, like rice cooker, microwave. Like what? Why? Why traveling with those things? I don't think they are the essential things that you can always buy where you're going. So why do you want to? I feel like if you're traveling, you should have things that you cannot see where you're going. That's why you're packing lots of them. You get. So I don't see why you want to travel with cookwares, plates and stuff. Buy a disposable plate. You feel like, okay, maybe for the meantime you might not see what to cook with or what to eat. But carrying pots, I don't know. I don't think it makes sense to me. But if you have disposable plate, maybe cup, yeah, something that you can just use to eat, that's okay. Not like you're carrying rice cooker, microwave. I've really seen a lot of weird things that people carry. Let me just like, what's like the weirdest thing you've seen people carry like traveling abroad? Just drop it down in the comment section, because I've heard some things and I'm like, really? Another thing is makeup items, especially ladies. Like if you're putting makeup items in your carrying, you know those things are liquid. Some of them are liquid, and most of them may be more than 100 ml. So if you know that it's more than 100 ml, I don't know, maybe you just put in your checking bag and look for how to wrap it in a way that you cello wrap, use everything so that it doesn't spill. Because if they see it, they will throw it away. You get. So just look for means of packing it that it won't be visible that you're carrying maybe liquid, or if you can just avoid it or just minimize it to the 100 ml, and then you'll be fine. Anything liquid, just avoid it. Just leave it. Go and buy wherever you're going, and then avoid problems. So another thing, I really don't know why, but when I was traveling, it happened to me. I traveled with like an extension box. It was in my carry-on bag, and they threw it away. I almost cried because I bought that thing for, I think about 6,000. You know, they said it was original because I had like layovers. I just wanted to be sure that I'll be able to charge my phones and all that. So I bought that, and I dropped it in my carry-on, and they opened my bags and they saw it and they threw it. They said you can't fly with this. And I'm like, why? They said it's not part of where you can fly with. Till now I don't understand, but it happened, so that means you can fly with it. So if you're planning to carry on, maybe you just leave it at home so that you don't waste your money, because they literally trashed it in my presence. So another thing is explosive items like bombs. Like why do you want to carry that in the first place? Guns. I'm just saying, because why? Why? Of course you should know that you shouldn't be having such items, right? So the illegal substance like drugs, like all those things, all those ones are just normal. You should know. What are you doing with those things? Are you a criminal? But just to put it out there, you're not allowed to travel with those things. And then, like I said, weapons, all those ones are non-negotiable. And batteries, you're not allowed to travel with that. All those lithium batteries and all stuff like that. If you need them, just go and buy it when you get to your destination. You shouldn't travel with those items. Yeah, so that being said, so now let's talk about how you can properly pack your bags, like items, your essentials, the things that you actually need, not junks. Let's talk about that now. My previous video, when I spoke about my visa that video actually has like a lot of traction, and even me, I'm surprised why a lot of people are reaching out to me through that video. So I've had a lot of people that have processed their visas, and I'm so excited. I'm so happy for them. Congratulations, you're watching this, and welcome to the UK. So a lot of them have reached out to me asking me, what should I bring? What should I bring? Like I said earlier. So number one thing that I've always like mentioned to them is carry all your documents. See, all those clothes and everything, wait first, just chill. Carry all your documents, all your credentials, even the ones that you feel like, oh, maybe like primary school or something that you don't need. Carry them, because you don't know when next you'll be going to your home country. You don't know if you're going to be needing those things. Carry the original copies of those items. And of course, your passport, your visa, your every other thing that you used for your application, your tuberculosis test, your whatever, cars, your proof of funds document, every damn thing should be in your personal items bag. Don't go and put it in your checked-in bags. Checked-in bags are those 2 bags, are those 23 kgs bag. You can put it in your personal item bag or your carry-on bag, because those 2 bags are going to be with you. The 2 other 23 kgs are going to be checked in underneath the plane or wherever. I don't know where they put those things, but it is until when you get to wherever you're going before you can access those things. So in case you get to like the border, or maybe you have a connecting flight and they ask you to show proof that you're actually like you have a visa or you're a student, what do you show them? You tell them that is in your check-in bag, or put it in your hand luggage. Like, let it be within your handbag or your backpack. Because I remember when I got to Istanbul, when I wanted to like connect my flight during the airport checks and everything, I was asked that, where am I going to? I told them I'm going to the UK. Okay, where's the passport? Show them my passport. And how am I going to be sure that you're a student? And show me down. You can see my visa, you can see that it's student visa and everything. So I just put my bag and removed my class, and I showed them, this is my class. And they said, okay, you can go. So now imagine that I don't have that. Like, it's in my carry, is my checked-in bag. What am I going to do? They're just going to delay me and I'm going to miss my flight. So that one is non-negotiable. It should be with you. Everything should be in your, like with you. If anybody asks you anything, you remove it. Anybody asks, you remove it. And then you should carry like power banks or something, because waiting time at the airport, you might not even be able to, might not probably be privileged to sit around where you can charge or something. Just have a backup, especially if you have long flights, connecting flights, so you're not stranded. So you can call people that you want to go and meet, and if they cannot reach you, they cannot reach you. So that small thing, as small as little as power bank, is of course your essential electronics, like all those type C, type whatever, chargers, all those things, because you might be going to a country where they use they don't use USB port. You just have to research. If you're going to Canada, I've heard some people say that they don't have a type of socket type. If maybe you want to charge your phone and you have that kind of, I'll try to like look for the pictures of what I'm saying, because I've heard people say that they don't have some kind of port and you might be stranded because you might not be able to charge your phone. So you have to research about the electronics, the kind of chargers, all those things are important. Of course, you have to go with your laptop, your phones, whatever gadgets. If you have cameras, all those equipment, please don't put them in your check-in bags. Put them in your carry-on bag. Cameras, anything that you know that they are essential to you, anything that you know that if you lose them, it's going to pain you. Please put them with you, because sometimes your bag might be missing and you might not be able to do anything about it. So all your essentials should be in your personal item bags or your carry-on. And then when I was coming, I was told not to carry clothes, not to pack clothes. But because I have coconut head, I didn't hear a word. Well, that one is kind of dicey, because sometimes I regret not packing some clothes, and sometimes I feel like I don't really need them. When I was packing, if you actually saw my packing vlogs, moving vlog and everything, like when I was packing, I was thinking that okay, there's some clothes that you the way you behave, right? There's some things that we just like. I feel like, oh, I can't leave this clothes. This is really, really a struggle, but please leave them. Especially all those your lady dresses, your gown. See, there's no way you're wearing gown to here. I brought 2 gowns from Nigeria because I couldn't leave those dresses. I feel like, no, I love this. I've not even worn them. Like, why should I now leave them? I've not like opened that bag since I got here, like over 6 months now. I've not opened it because there's nowhere to wear them to. Okay, you might want to like probably wear them to church, but short dresses, like the way cold is going to finish you. Nobody will tell you until you gotta look for one trouser or wear one long jacket that's gonna cover your legs. You understand? Because it's cold out there, so all those clothes might not be like appropriate. Maybe you might just want to wear them indoor, maybe have indoor party. But it's not something like something that you need all the time. So why not use your space to carry something else? Because those clothings are not really appropriate clothings. So everything we wear here is trousers, chinos, something that's going to like cover your legs. In fact, you even wear like 2 or 3 together. You don't want to wear a gown. Okay. So another basic thing that you should carry, medications. Please and please, especially if you have like an ailment or something, before you can see GP, before you can get medical whatever, unless it's an emergency, like you're almost dying like this before they will. See, if you know that you have any ailment or anything, please get all your medication. If you get your medications, you now want to get like a doctor prescription, because if your bag is searched and then they're seeing all of this, especially drugs that are not over the counter, you have to provide doctor's prescription that, oh yes, my doctor prescribed this for me, and because I'm traveling, I might not be able to access it quickly, so I had to get a few of those drugs. So you're good. But if you don't have the prescription, they might actually dispose it, especially if it's a drug that, all these medical things, you might feel like you shouldn't have access, or you don't have the right to have that drug. So you want to show them that, yes, I've been prescribed. This drug has been prescribed to me to get it. So your medications, your first aid items, please, especially if you have any ailment, maybe you're asthmatic, you have ulcer, you have whatever, please let those things be in your bag. Please let them be in your bag. They are very important. Medications are very, very important, especially those ones that you know that you cannot do without. Inhaler, all those like, go-to things that you quickly need to be okay. So the most controversial part, which is food. See, a lot of people will tell you, please pack food when you're coming, leave clothes, pack food. They are correct. They are very correct. In fact, they are too correct. Especially if you're from Nigeria, Ghana, or like you're an African person and your African food is very important to you, please pack. In fact, you can use all your bags to pack food. Please just know how you're going to pack, because like I said earlier, there's some foods that are prohibited. You have to do your research very well to know what exactly you're packing and what is allowed and what is not allowed. It's depending on your country, depending on the destination country, right? So when I was coming, I was told pack food, just pack few clothes that you know that they're your best of the best of the best, and use the remaining to pack food. I'm like, okay, I packed clothes. Some of the clothes I've never worn, but it's just somehow like I have a lot of clothes. I've been buying clothes. I'm not allowed to just leave those clothes like that. So you can pick your essential clothes, like I said, clothes that you know that these are my like top clothes, and they should not be a lot, because 23 kg is very little. So use one. So I use one whole bag, 23 kg to pack food, and the rest I used for my essentials and other things, right? So, but now I'm going to advise you pack food. When I say pack food, there's some food that you really need, and there's some that you're just a waste of space. It's just going to make your bag unnecessarily heavy. I've seen somebody packing noodles. Like, I've seen people pack things, and I'm like, I've seen people pack rice, spaghetti, indomie, eating now. All these foods are here. Pack better food. Like, pack better food. Don't pack where you can pack. You can pack little beans, because beans is kind of expensive here, because it's more like an African thing. So, but rice, spag, all these things are here. In fact, spag is like 50 pence one spag. So pack better food. Things like egusi, things like your dried fish, things like your panla, all those Palaibo, all those see the way these things are really, really paining me now. They are expensive. Well, I don't know if you can pack palm oil, but I think if it's frozen, but anyway, it depends on the country. I know that country like Germany, you can pack it, but in the UK, I've not seen anyone actually pack it because I think it's part of the prohibited items, but you can check that EU thing. But I didn't carry palm oil because I was told not to. But I don't know if it's allowed. Maybe Canada or some other countries. But if you can, and if you know that you're sure that yes, it's part of the things you can, please carry it. Because palm oil here is one of my biggest nightmare. Everything I bought from the African store, it's just like groundnut toy. I think in my last video when I was addressing people that say don't come to the UK, I explaining, and some people gave me several suggestions and I tried, which was better, but it was not still like, the red oil of Nigeria. Red oil. So, jokes apart, guys, those food items are really important. And it's going to like serve you for a while. All those egusi, ogbono, if you're Igbo, all those your normal vegetable, all those all those things, right? Pack enough crayfish, all those African food. Please pack a lot of them. If you can, pack poundo, semovita, all those things, all those food that we eat normally. Because they're expensive. I bought ola poundo yam last week for £16. I didn't know it was £16 until I saw the receipt. Like, I bought some other things. I bought beans, bought plantain, bought rice, bought I bought stockfish, egusi, and some other things. And then I paid. I didn't even check the thing. I just tapped my card. And then I collected the receipt. I'm like, what? This stinking thing. Well, it's not something. It's not. I don't think it's healthy for me to be converting money to naira, but that was ridiculous. £16-17 on just one sachet. How many kgs that is? It of 1 kg? Imagine, that's like 35k or so. How much is it in Nigeria? I'm not even sure. It's up to 3k. Do you understand? So, but we can't always like convert pounds to naira. But if you have the chance to pack all those food items, all those tomato paste, like Nigeria, but they are tomato paste here, but all those things are just ridiculously expensive here. Like that one sachet of Gino tomato paste is £1.50 here, one sachet. Well, in the long run, all those food are going to like finish and you eventually still buy them, but at least if you have the chance to now, you know that yes, you have food, maybe like food that can sustain you for like a month. What I'm going to say is, anything you're packing, pack something that's going to sustain you for like a month. It's not a forever thing, but you just, before you now start getting used to buying all those things. So, because when you come and start buying £15, £30, it's going to choke you. I'm not even going to lie. It's going to choke you. You'll be like, why am I spending so much on food? So please, food items are very essential. So the food, I think African food that we eat that are actually affordable is like the spag, the rice, the sardine, the groundnut oil. Those things are very, very cheap. Because sardine is for maybe like £1, 50 pence or something. Spaghetti like 50 pence, 20 pence. Onions like £1. You buy like 10. All those things are cheap. But you see all those our normal food items like egusi, ogbono, banla, crayfish, vegetable, pepper, red black pepper. They are expensive. So if you can pack a lot of grounded pepper, atagigun, pack a lot. Because the ones that they sell here, they're not even hot. You just be like, what's this? So that's my humble advice. So if there's any other thing you think or you want to ask, if you can pack, you can just drop it in the comment section, because I don't want this video to be too long. So I hope you were able to pick one or two things from this video. If you have questions, like I said, please drop in the comment below and I'm going to respond, or anyone else can share their experience with you. So please do also like, comment, subscribe, share my video, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Thank you guys for watching.